Hi, good morning. It's Friday. It's 3:29 a.m. on my way to the gym. I like to try to do it earlier on Friday just because I know, you open up the garage, because I know that that is typically the day when people are tuning it down, going to another notch. Me and Ricky, we had I'm not going to say we had an argument. There was a misunderstanding. And she said she asked me why I was mad, and I told her I wasn't mad, and then um, got to thinking about it, and then thought, man, I probably was mad, and then talked to her about it, and all in all, it ended up being fine. I think. I mean, I woke up this morning. I think I had a little bit of guilt on my heart because I went into Silas's room and hugged him and told him I loved him, and went into into our bedroom where I don't typically do this until I get ready to leave, but told him ahead of time I love you, and we're good, and there's absolutely nothing in this world that is worth having a disagreement or an argument over at all. And I did it without thinking. I just wanted to make those actions known before I had made any other movements throughout the day. And then I started thinking, how would have this affected me, you know, 6 months ago? How would this have affected me a year ago? It probably would have threw me completely off my game. Probably would have had me rethinking, should I really go out and have a productive day, or should I just hang it up and try again tomorrow? And I was very happily surprised at my recovery time based on the fact of how I thought I was feeling. And that recovery time to say, okay, this was a situation. Now it's not a situation. Now let's go back into what we need to do. Let's go back into our intentional movements for today, conducting business as usual mentality. And I was proud at the fact that I was back in that mentality of, okay, I hope I've corrected everything with my family. Now let's go make it happen. But I also was sitting there thinking that that's a pretty dangerous skill. I think a lot of people who have assessed riches and fortunes ultimately started off on the path of doing the right thing. And once you understand the power or what it takes to get to those points in life of achievement, it's very easy to take your power and use it the wrong way. And it got me to thinking, I don't want to get so cold to the point where I'm numb to my family's feelings and I'm numb to our personal situations that I can just go right back to business. Much rather go ahead and correct it and get some communication going on, and then say, okay, we have resolution. And since we have resolution, there's no longer a need to dwell in that past. And that's come with being in times where you get into confrontations or you have certain disagreements with somebody and it completely throws you off your game. And every time it throws you off your game, you ask yourself, why the hell did I let that do that? Why did I let it throw me off my game? I've learned from those times because nothing is worth throwing you off your game. Nothing. If somebody dies, they're dead. They're gone. They've moved on. They are not still here. So even in death, you're making forward progress. That means there's no need to stand here and act like it needs to continue. And I've learned that sometimes you have to just get resolution and move on and go back to the game plan. Because if you don't, you'll stay in regret. You'll stay in anger. You'll stay in a state of not movement, non-action. So I was very proud of it. But the power that you get with understanding this could be used for good and bad because it could turn you cold. Um, I always ask God that it doesn't turn me cold, that my understanding allows me to be a better communicator and a better family member. That way I can go back to establishing the type of legacy that I want to for my family, unabated or uninterrupted by some of the sidebar things that may take place. So the fact that I'm in the car and I'm in here earlier than usual on a Friday, and I've been able to make somewhat of an amends uh, with Ricky, then I feel like that is a win-win, and I've created progress, and I see that my growth is real. So I definitely would tell anybody that if you go through a moment of trial and tribulation, find a resolution in the trial and the tribulation, and then come back to the game plan. Never abandon the game plan. Expand on it, develop it, but never abandon the original game plan. God bless. Take care. It's Friday. I'm on my way to the gym. I'm going to lift this bit up. Peace.